Welcome everyone back to Green Tiger Claw Productions. And since we are approaching the release of the Super Mario Galaxy movie, I thought what better time to take out some old Mario merchandise and have a swift, quick look at it. And I figure what better figures to take a look at than the figures from the first Mario movie first. Yeah. Yeah. So the movie, the Mario movie, I did like it quite a bit. I was actually surprised at how much I did like it because, well, first of all, it was made by Illumination, and I'm honestly not a big Illumination fan. I'm not a terribly big fan of their movies, but I ended up liking this movie quite a bit. Like it stayed faithful to the games while, kind of still being its own thing. And I am hyped for the Mario Galaxy movie. After all, my boy Yoshi is going to be in it. So, yeah. Figures for the Mario Galaxy movie are out. And I have seen Yoshi in stores. I might snatch him up because I'm such a big Yoshi fan. But anyway, I'm surprised they're jumping right to Mario Galaxy. I was for sure they were going to make a Mario 2 movie, the game Mario 2. But no, they're jumping right to Mario Galaxy. Anyway, so what we have here in front of us is the basic Mario figure from the first Mario movie, voiced, of course, by Chris Pratt. And when I saw that, I was like, "What? They got Chris Pratt as Mario? That's weird." Turned out being better than I thought. He's kind of busting out the Brooklyn accent. He's, much like the old Mario cartoons where, Mario and Luigi were, well, you see, Luigi, Mario, yeah, those voices. Yeah. Yeah, Chris Pratt's okay as Mario. He's not too bad. Charlie Day was a perfect pick for Luigi. He sounds like Luigi. But anyway, here we are. We have Mario from the first movie, the figure here. Yeah, the new figures are similar, but also a little bit different than these guys. So straight off the bat, Mario here, he's hefty. He's a hefty boy. He's not so heavy, but he's got some heft to him. Very recognizable as Mario. Bob Hoskins was also recognizable as Mario, but I don't think a lot of us like to remember that movie as much. But yeah, pretty good take on Mario. A bit more realistic with the textures, like the wrinkles in the cap here and the seam. Nice stitched on M emblem there. Acrylic eyes, like, hang on a sec. Yeah. He's got acrylic eyes like the Sonic 3 figures did. So, yeah, I guess they did that to make Mario here a bit emotive, so his eyes kind of follow you. Yeah. Yeah. Although these figures came out before these, so this was kind of like a precursor of, what was to come here. So, because Jakks Pacific makes both lines. So, yeah. Nice collar of a shirt there. You can actually see that, unlike the canon counterpart. I say canon because there is no official Mario canon. The games are all just random events that play out in no particular order. Yep. Nice sewn on pocket there. Nice gold buttons. Once again, got this sewn on kind of texture. You do get the idea that, it's like a denim kind of thing. Mario butt. Yep, just pointing that out. Not gonna go any deeper into that. Nice look on the. Once again, looks like has that jean look. You see pockets here. Nice little gold buttons there. Shoes, nice. There's the bottom. They're actually textured on the bottom. That's really cool. Sleeves. There are little wrinkles and folds in the sleeves, so you can tell he is wearing sleeves. Nice look on the gloves. The gloves have those little lines in them. Yeah. Yeah. Nice blue eyes. Of course, red, blue, gold, brown. Yeah. Nice texture on the mustache there. His nose seems a bit pinker than the rest of his flesh. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but probably was, because he kind of had that look in the movie too. There's this hair at the back. Textured pretty nicely. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty well detailed. Posability. He can disagree with you. Kind of slightly agree with you, but doesn't have much of the way of a neck going. It looks like his cap can come off, but it can't, trust me. Out at the arms, in at the arms, up at the arms, back at the arms, bend, rotate, ball joint at the hand. So, do all kinds of stuff. Rotate at the waist. Little stiff, but doable. Sort of a rocking motion. Legs, kick forward. About that much back. Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's the it's about as ab crunch as you get. Yeah, not much. Yeah. Legs, kick forward, kick back, out, in. There's a swivel here. Got that. Make sure that lines up nicely with that. Knees. Rotate the boot, and yeah, there's a ball joint at the boot as well. So yeah, pretty good representation of the movie Mario. But it could just be a really good representation of Mario himself. You don't have to use it as the movie Mario. Like, you can just think of it as like a highly detailed version of the game Mario. Because if I get if I get, well, let's use this guy. Yeah, you can see they're really not that different. This guy's just got a heck of a lot more detail. There we go. He does have an accessory, his handy dandy plunger. It's a little rubbery here, a little warped at the handle. It's not hollow, so you know you can't. Yeah, you can't put your finger on this and it'll get stuck. It'll just nice pink and beige color for the Wish it came with like something else. He's a plumber. I'll let it slide. Fits nicely into his hand, either like that or like that. Sorry, Mario, giving you a splinter here. Yeah. So now I'm gonna clog you out of the Mushroom Kingdom. All right. Yeah. If you need instructions on how to get through the hotels, check out the enclosed instruction book. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, actually. I like this guy so much. I don't think I'll pick up the new Mario. Because there is a new one out. The new one's honestly not that different from this guy. I think the only real difference is he's got finger movement, like like the Sonic, like the Sonic figures did, but hardly a reason. Like I said, probably the only new one I'll pick up is Yoshi, because Yoshi is my dude. That in his hand. Yeah. Not just a good movie Mario figure, but a good Mario figure in general. You can just, use this as, just basic Mario, Like here's Mario regular, and here's Mario with a super leaf power. Don't ask why he's smaller, but, still, you can, works just as good as, either movie Mario or, once again, just regular Mario. Sizing him up here. Here is his brother, Luigi. They look pretty good together, as Mario and Luigi should. Mama Luigi. Okay. Yep. Yeah. This guy's getting reviewed soon. He's awesome. And then here he is with Toad. Hello, my name's Toad, and I like spaghetti. Ooh. Sorry about that. Got a dust bunny on him. Yep. There he is with Toad. He's a little top heavy, so yeah. There he is with Toad. Oh. I used to be the cool non-human character until that dinosaur came along. All right. Okay, yeah. There he is with Toad. Toad is a bit of a stouter guy, so, he's not going to be quite as tall as Mario. But, yeah, but there they are. All three of them together. Um, Here he is with Shadow. I assume Shadow is just the same as Sonic, so yeah. Mario is, Mario's the shorter of the two brothers, actually, so, Shadow, I think Shadow should be taller than Mario. Here he is with his Super Leaf-powered counterpart. Yeah. Mario is canonly a furry. It's canon. You can't change it. Here he is next to a form he actually took on in the movie. Here's Cat Mario. Yeah, once again, you can just use this as base Mario if you don't have an actual base Mario figure. And, you can just use these guys as his powered up forms. Yeah, I think that's really cool. Next to Yoshi. Yeah, although not his Yoshi particularly. Although I've always had a headcanon where the red Yoshi was Mario's Yoshi and the green one was Luigi's. So, kind of his Yoshi. I don't know. I think Yoshi should be, kind of a bigger guy. He's a dinosaur after all. But, I think that stacks pretty good for what it is. And then finally, I have to do this. Oh, this guy first. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I don't have the newer version of this guy. I didn't get him because I wasn't interested. I was perfectly content with this guy, but there's Sonic from the second movie. Yeah. I don't know. I think they scale pretty good, actually, although Mario's a bit bulkier. But perhaps, maybe, if you prefer, especially since they're both CG animated, Sonic Prime. Yeah, I think these two look great together. Yeah, get together for a new Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games game. Oh, wait, right. Yeah. So. Yeah, so pretty cool. Pretty neat. Yeah, so I'm going to say, well, there's a new version of this guy out for the new movie, so. But I would say I still recommend this guy. He's still pretty neat to have as a collector's item. Who knows? You might even like him better than the newer figure because, well, he's, I don't know, from what I've seen, he's about the same thing, just with finger movement. And, without the eyes that follow you around. So, yeah. I don't know if I like that feature as much, but, yeah. I don't see a reason to pick up the new Mario if you've already got this one. Really? It, from what I've seen, that the two aren't that different from each other. So, great detail, great articulation, accurate to the movie. And you can just use him as, just a bare bones Mario because he can pass for that. So yeah, not too shabby. This is Green Tiger Call Productions with Mario and Mama Luigi to you, Mario. And we're signing off. See ya. He's next, don't you worry.